Hey guys.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Dan and Nick. Hi, Nick, too. We'll say hi to Nick over there.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, brother. Dan, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
You know what? I am fantastic. Thank you for taking the time. I know you're busy today. You're doing a bunch of these, I'm sure. So thanks for taking the time. Are you cold? Where are you at right now? Are you cold? I see you in a.
Yeah, I'm in California right now. I'm just actually right by the ocean and just was taking a little walk out there and warming up and enjoying a beautiful start to the day.
Nice toes in the sand. That's good. So, man, look, I know our time is limited. So I'm just going to start by saying thank you for being such an awesome band, Imagine Dragons. So I'm sitting around last night. I'm like, what do I want to talk to Dan about? And I hear stories where people are like, when I was younger, I used to go through my parents' records and now I listen to Black Sabbath or Floyd or Zeppelin or whoever that may be. And for my family, Imagine Dragons is actually that band. So when my kids are older, they're going to be like, hey, I was flipping through my dad's records. We listened to Imagine Dragons. I don't say this just to kind of like, but truthfully, on our playlist, on our road trip playlist, there are more Imagine Dragons songs on that playlist than any other band, hands down. And that's true story. So thank you for all the great music that you do and your band and all that you guys do. You're awesome. We love you, man. So
thanks, man. Appreciate that. It means a lot. Thank you.
Not trying to be like, or anything, but
No.
I am stoked about the new album. That's probably one of the things that I've been talking about here on the radio in Tulsa a lot is when are we going to get this new album? We've been hearing some really great songs. Follow You, Wrecked, Cutthroat's a great song as well, too. So now we actually have the release date. Looks like September 3rd. Is that our date right there?
It is.
What can you tell us about the new album?
We worked on it with Rick Rubin. This is our first time working with him as a producer.
How cool is that?
It was really cool. Rick was fantastic. He's everything you hope he is and more. Very hands-on, very passionate, very wise, very honest. His focus with the record was honesty. And it pushed us to places that we haven't been that I wanted us to get to. And I'm really excited for people to hear this record. It's my favorite record we've done. It's different. There's a lot of new places we go on it that are exciting for me. But yeah, I've just been listening to the masters. We just got it all mixed and mastered now. And it's been 3 years in the making. So I'm really excited to share it, to get out on the road and to sing it and to perform it.
I read it's been a while now, but after like Follow You was coming out, that you had been driving around in your car a little bit, listening to the new songs and doing a little bit of car crying. Is that accurate?
True. It is true. Yeah.
I think that's great. There's so much emotion within your own music right there. So I think that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. I feel like I don't know if there's any music that I cry to more than my own, because you're singing about your truth and then you're listening to it, and sometimes it's taking you back to a place that's really hard. It's not like you're crying at your voice, you're crying at what that moment felt like. When I'm creating a song after a friend passes away, that's captured in the song for me. Everything about the emotions, the feelings, and them, that's captured in that song for me. So when I'm listening to it, especially when I'm performing, man, when you go out and you're performing these songs night after night, and I don't know how to perform a song without going to the place that I was when I wrote that song. That could be really heavy to do every night,
You bet. And I think that's one of the things that makes Imagine Dragons so good, is that emotion is there. As just a listener, that's what I want out of my artist. Because I feel your music, or my artist, whoever I'm listening to, I feel that music the same way that you feel it, just in a different way, because the emotion was for you when you wrote it, but how the music connects with the fans and stuff. So for us, we want to see that emotion. And personally, I love it when my artist is up on stage and their passion and that emotion is just flowing through them, and you could see it. To me, that's one of the best things. And we all know that the live music is where we can really start to feel that right there. So, and look, I car cry too. So it's good to hear that you just listen to your own music, though. I hear a lot of bands like I don't really listen to my own stuff a whole lot. Some bands are like this, so it's nice to hear that you sit around and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go put on Evolve or something. You just do
yeah. I think I don't know. That's, I guess, each to their own. But I certainly, my kids, we listen to the record all the time. We listen to it as I'm making it. We listen to it when the mixes are coming, and after that, and that's the joy of creating, is getting to share it.
All right. So I talked to my son, Nathan, and I said, hey, Nathan, he's 11. I said, hey, I'm talking to Dan tomorrow. Do you have anything that you want me to ask him? So I told him I'd ask him. So his question is about the Thunder video right there. And to quote him, he goes, why are there weird alien people and floating sheep in the Thunder video? So I guess the real question is, where did you come up with that right there? That's a quote from Nathan right there.
Yeah, we knew we wanted to signify feeling out of your element, because that's what Thunder's about, is feeling a little bit out of your element. When I was in middle school was horrible for me. I hated middle school. I had a lot of acne. I had played the tenor saxophone and I was a small kid, and it was bigger than me. And I was like, it was carrying me from class to class, basically. And there was bullying. And I remember walking around the entire school, like, wrong ways, just to avoid certain kids who would pick on me. Like, I hated middle school. So that song is supposed to signify that. And I thought, well, what better way than like feeling like an alien than aliens? And just being strange, and strange movements, and strange, a strange surrounding, and feeling like an alien truly in the place that you are. In Dubai really looks quite alien in a lot of ways. A lot of the buildings and the architecture. Yeah. So that's kind of, the gist of how it came together.
That's cool. I like a lot of your videos. One of my favorite videos, true story, is the Zero video, the Wreck-It Ralph video game. I think that video is just so much fun. I like the big heads. I probably watched that video 100 million times. I mean, I think it's a fun song too. So yeah, what to you is probably your favorite video that you guys have done? Because your videos are all over the place. So like, what's your favorite?
Man, we always try to we try to challenge ourselves and go to different places. Follow You was a lot of fun to do, because it was just like a one big joke, and it kind of was just really fun to let loose in that way. But I honestly, my newest art is always my favorite. So my newest record is always my favorite. The newest song I wrote is always my favorite. So my favorite video is the one we just did, which is Wrecked, which is coming out here really soon. It was really cathartic to make it. It was very heavy. But it I don't know, it feels really good to watch it. It's like feels quite healing, and it feels like it memorializes someone that meant so much to me. So yeah, I'm gonna say Wreck.
So that was your sister-in-law?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was with her when she passed. It was me and my brother and her dad. I happened to have a show in Texas like that, a random day, and she'd been battling cancer, but by no means did anybody think she was going to pass away. It was just within a year, and there's 7 kids together. And so I finished the show and went to the hospital, and things took a turn for the worse post-surgery that night. And then I stayed the night, and then she passed away the next day. And that was my first time kind of being with someone who was there and then not there, and watching that process. And it really shook me, and it altered everything about how I view life. And in the last 5 years, in the last 3 years, I've lost 5 people like that. I lost my sister-in-law to cancer. I lost my business manager of 10 years to cancer. I lost my ex-girlfriend to cancer. I lost one of my best childhood friends to suicide. And I lost another friend to just something else that happened on a personal level. And so it just, I don't know, it just really made me think about, what am I doing right now? And am I doing something that's important and honest? And if I'm not, why? Because the finality of life is just on the forefront of my mind right now. And this record really dives into that.
Cancer sucks, brother.
It does.
I feel you're right there, having lost, some of my dad from cancer as well too. So I certainly can feel where you're at as far as what that is. But I think what I like is that you're is that those emotions, kind of what we touched on a little while ago, those emotions come through in your music. And to me, that's something that makes your music, timeless is to me a good way to put that, because I think that it's something that I connect on now as a man, and then my kids connect on it. And as they grow older and you continue to put out music, they're going to also connect with those feelings. So again, that just kind of goes back to what I said earlier, the feelings that and the emotions that you put into your music is certainly something that I think makes your music so good and timeless. And we just love listening to it all, man. I think you guys, you're great. It's funny. A little while ago, you said you were a small kid. I met you one time and you were like way taller than I am right there. So
I hit a growth spurt in like 10th grade. I feel like I grew like 2 feet in 10th grade, because
Right.
I was a very small middle school kid. And then I got into high school and I don't know what happened. I must have started eating food or something, but I grew a lot in 9th, 10th grade.
So for, you have a daughter, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I have 4 kids. I have an 8-year-old daughter. I have twin 4-year-olds, girls, and then I have a 20-month-old little boy.
Wow, I got 4 kids too. So let me ask you this: if you were, that's a lot. It's a lot.
It is a lot. It's a lot.
Having been through what you did, like in middle school, do you guys homeschool? Do you homeschool at all to help kind of avoid any of?
Yeah, I think about that a lot. It's a tough call because I want my kids to be able to have the experience of school and meet all the kids, but I also don't want them to deal with weird, like they are already, my 8-year-old deals with kids who are like, hey, can you send this home and have your dad sign this, and like weird fame stuff that bums her out and bums me out, but it's just part of her reality. So it's like, how much do you hide them from that? How much do you prepare them for that? Or how much do you just let them deal with it? And because it's going to be part of life. So far they've been going to school, but they're gonna, we're gonna go on tour here soon, a world tour, and I'm gonna bring them for that. So for that, they will homeschool.
That'll be fun for them. I'm sure you guys are going a lot of fun places.
Yeah.
Hopefully Tulsa will be added back to that list, because last time we saw you, bro, you guys just tore it up over here at the BOK Center. So great. Look, I know you got to go soon. Real quick though, Amazon Prime or Netflix? Which one do you like? Do you like?
Currently, I feel like Prime. Actually, I consume more. We love the show Alone. It's like my favorite show ever, and that's Prime. So it just depends on the show, but Prime. Yeah, I guess as of recent, Prime. Yeah.
I got you. Right on. Dan, thank you so much. Again, I know you're busy today. Thank you so much for taking the time and
Thanks
chatting.
for having me, man.
We're super stoked about the new album, ready for it, and we can't wait to see you back here in Tulsa. So
right on, man. Thanks for all the support and the kind words. Appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Give my family all your love.
I will. Talk to you.
Your family all my love.
Gotcha. See you, brother.
Let's see you, bud.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate
Take
it.
care.